What's going on, y'all? Back with another video of Texas Platinum. First of all, please subscribe to us. It really helps our growth, and 55% of our viewers as of this morning are not subscribed, and that is just unacceptable. So if you can subscribe, that'd be great. It helps us out a lot, and like the videos, all that good stuff. We really appreciate it. Yeah. But this week's kind of a sad week, very depressing feeling around campus everywhere. The Horns just lost, and now we're playing a dangerous Baylor team that is going to be mad after they blew their game against OU. So
they're not losing back-to-back.
This week could be pretty bad for us. So
yes,
let's get into it. Trevor.
Yes.
Quick thoughts on Baylor.
Would it be weird to say that they remind me of us, but
they win
season
games
on defense?
Like this season?
Not from a record standpoint,
well,
but from like an offensive identity.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. They're a lot like us.
Whenever I watched the Baylor Oklahoma game from last weekend. Unfortunately, I turned it off at halftime because I'm like, oh, they got this in the bag. Good for us. Like at that point, I was still so upset from us losing to Iowa State. I was just like, I'm all here for the chaos. Like Oklahoma lose. Like I don't want anyone in the playoff. Just everyone. Let's just.
If we can't go, nobody can.
The Big 12 was the Titanic. I wanted the thing just crashing to the bottom.
I'm with you, bro.
Like I just wanted
team over conference any day.
But from the first half of the game, like it reminded, like I was like, this looks a lot like us if we had better play calling and we're a little bit more competent and we had our swagger that we used to have. Their offense looked very similar to what our offense, in my mind, would be. Their defense, of course, obviously is much better than ours.
Best defense in the Big 12.
Yeah, they've been really good this year, holding opponents to an average of what I wrote it down. Yeah, like 20 points per game.
That's actually kind of wild.
In the Big 12, that's
haven't played anyone,
unheard of.
And that's including the Oklahoma game. So. That's impressive. I know that they don't have any big time stars on the defensive side, but
they got some.
They're what we should be. They're fast. They're physical. They move around. They defend well. They tackle well. That's what I thought we would be. We're not. So I don't know. So whenever I look at Baylor, I'm like, damn, that's what. I feel like as a Texas fan in our team, we're like those scrubs, that graduated high school and they're looking at their friends off at college and they decided not to go to college and they're working.
Yeah, that's a bleak picture.
Now I feel like I'm calling people out. I'm sorry for anyone.
I'm offended right now, Trevor.
but I feel like one of those people that be like, man, that could have been me. I could have.
No, you're right.
I had the opportunity to do that.
Right. We should have hired Matt Rule.
We should have hired Matt Rule.
Yeah, all that.
No, so yeah. So that's how I feel watching Baylor. I'm like, damn, that could have been us. That should have been us. And I don't feel good about our odds against Baylor. Those are my first thoughts. We're 5.5-point dogs as of the moment. Seems right. I would even say 7. Maybe even more, but
yeah,
we're definitely dogs. So
we are some dogs. We're some dogs. Some canines. Yeah. Listen, let me give you a tail tape. Baylor Bears. All right, their offense is stacked. They got Charlie Brewer leading the way. Of the 23 rushes they had last week against OU, 17 were done by Charlie Brewer. Mostly out of quarterback draw. So they're going to run them like crazy.
Great.
Leading rusher.
Run them into the ground. That's what they're going to do. Yeah. But they don't need to because they have JaMychal Hasty and John Lovett in the backfield with them. Two dynamic running backs that are fast and physical. So other than that, you go on the outside, they got Tyquan Milton, whatever his name is. Wait, what?
No.
Tyquan Thornton. Sorry about that. And Denzel Mims, the big freak. Colin Johnson, but actually healthy and more athletic. A little bit shorter. And Chris Platt and Josh Fleeks, the track star. Mm-hmm. So they have weapons everywhere and a good O-line. Yeah. And then their defense is led by James Lynch, Bravion Roy, and James Lockhart, the A&M transfer. So and that's the strength of their defense is their D line. They run the 3-man front like we do, but they do it to perfection.
God, that could have been us.
Yeah.
The more you talk about this, people are like, damn, that was us with our O-line and our offensive receivers, and then Keontae and what would have been Whittington with Sam running the ball up the middle, and then the 3-man front with the talented second. Oh my God.
Yeah.
They have great play calling too, man. They get their receivers open in space all the time.
Yeah, and they're fast.
And they're fast as hell.
Oh
They get
my
them.
God.
And they're so disciplined. And they're physical on defense.
I hope we lose this game now. Well,
Why would you say that?
I don't know. Because
Texas
This
broke your
guy.
brain,
This
bro.
guy. Take that shirt off. Go put a Baylor shirt on.
Yeah.
Texas broke your brain.
Sure. Yeah,
That's all right.
No, I understand
That's
that.
what happens, when you lose games.
We're losing our minds. That's what it feels like to be an Aggie their entire lives.
Yeah.
We're getting it 7-5 down. Let's go.
Yeah.
Maybe 8 wins.
Oh.
But yeah, this Baylor team is really good, and they're 9-1 in the season. And they should have beaten OU. Honestly, they were the better team.
They really should have.
They were the better team.
What happened?
I don't know. I didn't even watch the second half
Yeah,
either.
If
we all do the same thing?
Yeah, I'll be honest. Like, I did turn the game on, watch the Mandalorian, bro. Like,
And then I found out that I have a friend that so happens to be a Sooner, and I was checking the phone late at night, and they're like, "Boomer!" And I'm like,
what happened?
And then I look at the score, I'm like, "Oh shit!" They found a way back. Yeah.
It's funny though because OU's big heroic win over a highly ranked undefeated team resulted in them moving up 1 spot to number 9 in the playoff. They didn't jump Utah, Penn State, none of them.
No.
So OU is on the outside looking in, which is
OU's not
it's funny for the memes.
It's funny for the memes.
Yeah, we're not.
Jalen Hurts is not. Well, I mean, Alabama's not getting there either. So
Yeah.
Maybe they'll play each other in the Sugar Bowl.
But Tua's not going to play.
so
Rest in
that
peace.
revenge narrative is
Revenge
just dead.
tour.
Yeah.
He can do it against Saban though.
Yeah, and I don't know, man. Are we gonna lose to these Baptist guys?
I mean, I fully expect Charlie Brew to have another 4-touchdown game. He had 2 in the air and 2 running against OU. Very, very efficient, 18 of 28 or 29. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't see anything we're gonna do on defense that could stop that. Really, I feel like their scheme on offense is impeccable.
It's gonna.
I was
be
watching the highlights and I was like,
balanced.
God, yeah, yes, exactly. And in the red zone, Charlie Brewer is more of a threat than Sam Ehlinger is this year.
Totally.
Exactly. He wiggles his way through the line. He's really good, and this is also a big game for him because he's gonna take it out on us that we didn't recruit him. So that's always gonna happen.
We're gonna hear that on TV.
Yeah, I know, bro. They're gonna talk about his dad
His grandpa
so
and his
much.
dad were both quarterbacks.
And then he'll get within the
You need to
20-yard
get
line.
it
There's
on.
zoom in on his face, and that guy's gonna take us out.
Throw the horns.
Yeah, exactly.
It'll be great.
Yeah, we are, like Trevor said, we are 5.5 dogs, but I really expect it to be more. I was telling him earlier, it just feels like this is one of those games where it's gonna start off, they're gonna score immediately. We're gonna get our first drive. We're gonna punt and then score again,
Be all
and
conservative
and it's gonna be 14-0 out of nowhere,
Running the ball
and then
up the middle, getting stuffed.
and then at half it's gonna be
Screen pass
24
goes
to
nowhere.
10, 14, and it's just
gonna be an
it's gonna be
ugly game. And we're
digging
gonna
a way out, man.
Yeah.
Like
Digging our
always.
way out.
And we might dig out a little bit, but then
make a run and then lose in heartbreaking fashion.
Yeah.
It'll be a repeat of the last game.
The private schools are good again this year.
Do you want to comment on their brand new shiny stadium, McLean?
McLean, yeah. So it is it's a nice stadium. I don't think I've ever watched a night game at that stadium, but it looked really good at night.
It did.
During the day though, it looks not as nice. The top of the stadium, they got this awning thing, and it's white. Looks a little bit like a toilet seat.
Yeah.
And I made a joke with the guys earlier. I'm sure I can't. I feel like I invented this, but I'm sure other people have too. That you know how Texas Stadium used to be, had the hole in the roof, and it'd be so God could watch his favorite team play on Sunday. For Baylor, it looks like a toilet, and it'd be this is where where God uses the bathroom on Sunday, to put it nicely. But yeah, that's my one insult for Baylor. We needed to have some type of trash talk.
Just
because
one insult?
I mean, what else can you insult them about
Dude,
right now?
The Longhorn in the stadium next year kind of looks like a uterus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's because it opens out at the end, bro. If
Yeah,
it was like
sure.
pointed, it wouldn't be too bad. But like it's
should
like
have thought
so it looks like a
about
birth canal.
Honestly, they should just change the plans. It's going to
Yeah.
be cheaper to not do that anyway. They can
Yeah,
get more
that's-
seats in.
We're
They're
all
like, all right,
Yeah,
changing our minds.
we're all
bro.
gonna forget about it.
I like it.
You like it? Oh, yeah.
Rep the brand.
No,
bro.
you're right. I mean, I think the concept's cool.
It's a cool concept, but
I mean, the long one looks
They
like uterus
tried.
regardless. Like,
but
what are you gonna
now,
do about that?
no one can unsee that now that they.
Yeah, I know. When someone pointed it out, I was like, ah.
I'm like, damn it!
But I mean, we won't see it for another 2 years anyway, so
it'll be
whatever.
1 year, right?
Well, I heard it was
Well,
good.
No,
I heard-
not
yeah.
next season, but the following season.
Yeah.
Right. I guess it is too. Yeah, you're right.
I was just counting this one, but
Yeah, so stadium trash talk aside,
it looked really nice in there. I don't know with the lights, the prime time review.
Yeah.
Like
this is
yeah, it looked really cool.
another afternoon game, 2:30 kickoff, sold out at McLean. I'm actually shocked that their capacity is 45,000. It seems so much bigger than that.
No, I think it's a kind of like it looks big from like the highway every time you pass it, but like it's
no,
pretty
even
small.
on screen it doesn't look small. It doesn't look
Mm.
like under 50,000.
I
Half the size of our stadium capacity.
think it's smaller than you think. It's because it's so compact. You know what I mean? When you're in there,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you're in DKR, it's like it looks like the Coliseum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
At least from the outside.
Yeah,
It's like wider.
I had a group of friends and I were debating about going to this game, but that was back when we were playing.
Yeah, that was back when we were good.
Yeah, that was after the Oklahoma
I ain't
State
going
game.
there.
We're like, hey, we should, because I've never been to I've been to Texas games where they played at neutral sites or the championship game back when we were there. Yeah, but I've never been as like a true away fan. I was like, you know what, Baylor. This is the perfect year to go to Baylor, drive a couple hours up the road, see a nice stadium, win a good game, and then my mind has since changed. I do not want to go to Waco. And
I was-
potentially watch a loss.
I was there in 2017 when we played there and won. Sat in their
That's-
student section.
That was a good year, right?
Nice.
That was the big upset, right? With Swoops.
No, 2017 with
Oh,
38-7. 38-7.
Oh, that
That's
was
right.
with
That's the score.
Sushel.
Yeah, when they suck.
Texas Bowl.
We haven't lost at McLean. Now that I think about it,
Undefeated there. That's our house.
ooh, maybe we do have some going on.
And
Toilet bowl.
it's a turf field. We're 6-1 on
Ah,
turf this season.
shit.
That's the key.
Never
right there.
mind. I'm gonna
Turf in
flip my
Georgia.
prediction now. I didn't know that.
You got home field advantage. You got the turf. You got the toilet. What else could you?
It'd be
want?
so
You got
fun
all
if we
the
beat them
teams.
though. Smash their dreams. Like no. I'm all for it being spoiler. Yeah.
No, yeah. Let's make sure Baylor doesn't go to the.
Yeah.
No, they're going to the conference. We have no choice at this point. We've
That's
dug
the
too much of a
news
hole.
Yeah, I'm more impressed with how well they turned around their program. They
Yeah.
changed everything
Yeah.
It's not,
It just-
quickly.
quickly
I
too.
would have never guessed that fast.
They rebranded and everything,
Yeah.
and they went through all their attrition and new coaches, the interim
3
coach,
years, right?
and now
3-4 years.
like,
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
the shining
Only
darling.
We could change
Yeah.
that much in 3 years.
I
It's
don't
been
know.
10 years and we still
Yeah, it's been
suck.
10 years, and
We got
we were at Baylor's.
we got
rate.
teased with the
Had,
Georgia
5 national
Sugar Bowl
titles.
win. Whatever.
Yeah.
All right. Want to pick it?
Let's pick. I don't have much more to say about this team, although we all know that Baylor's really good and they're probably going to beat us. And they're
Yeah.
well coached and they're talented and they're probably angry.
I guess briefly before we pick, what would you say if we were to win this game? What do we have to do?
Okay, Josh Fleeks,
So
Tyquan,
many
all their
things.
fast receivers. We can't let them get past us
Yeah.
on our secondary, like Iowa State did in a few plays.
So we
And
gotta play soft.
I think our defense will be fine.
So we're good at that.
Their offense is good, but they're not like completely elite. I think we'll be able to make some plays and slow them down. Charlie Brewer, you have to make sure he doesn't run all over you. Maybe hit him hard so he thinks twice about running down the middle. And yeah, I mean, offensively, just be creative,
Be good.
call good plays,
Just be good.
have a well coached.
man. Just catch the
Don't
damn ball.
Malcolm Epps if you're going to go in the game, catch the football. Same with Marcus Washington. A little bit. I mean, a lot of things need to be done to win this game. I can list them all off for you, but that would take a while.
Everything needs to be better.
Yeah, Sam needs to start off on his rhythm early and keep it going. No late passes, no late reads, no wrong decisions. He has to do everything right, and he has to really carry us a lot offensively. Keontae and Roshan, hopefully Whittington, they all need to run and get yards and not just get us in 3rd and long every freaking time.
Yeah.
And just everything needs to be better. I mean, Todd Orlando's finally calling a good defense. Seems like everybody's getting healthy on defense a little bit, and people are stepping up. Jalen Green, Caden Stearns looks good, but offensively, you got to open it up. And I want to see some trick plays. I want to see some back shoulder passes. Some
do that. Call Moses again. It's been a hot minute. It's time to bring out the trick play.
Yeah. So
Moses.
A lot of things need to be done to win this game, but I mean it's possible. Baylor, they're good, really good team, better than us. But I mean Tom Herman can definitely win these type of games. And in his career, he's shown that he's good as an underdog on the road, especially when you look at Baylor. Like we should beat them. I mean we're more talented than them.
Yeah.
But
should we, instead of, I feel like in most games, like our strategy is to control the clock and be smart with the ball and all that. Should we just say screw it? Because if y'all watched the Iowa State recap video, which you can, we were talking about how this team actually does well whenever we are just run and gun and go up tempo and just air the ball out and get the ball to our talented players. Would y'all say that we should just scrap our identity in being the conservative, methodical team and just go full on air raid?
Yes.
And just challenge them to like a shootout.
Absolutely.
I think we need to, with this team especially.
I know they're not going to do that, but
No. That's a good point. Like with this team especially, they have a great D line and good linebackers. I think you need to set up the pass first and use that to set up the run later. I don't think we should go in there and just run at them like we tried to do with Iowa State. It's not going to work. So we got to set things up, attack them downfield, and then that should open up the run and spread them out a little bit. And then you let Keontae get in the open field and do his thing. So I think that's a good point. You got to be ballsy. And I think Herman will be because he's hearing a lot of stuff from the media, and he's going to watch the film and see what we all were seeing the entire game.
Yeah.
And he's going to know, like, you can't just be conservative like that, especially against now Baylor, who's a better team than Iowa State. Yeah. You gotta be balls to the wall and do what you can to win the game. So I'm expecting Herman to definitely coach more aggressively, more innovative, and have some wrinkles and set up some plays, and hopefully that can pay dividends and help our offense just be productive and keep drives going and score points, because it's a good defense we're facing.
Mm-hmm. Big time.
Yep.
All right. Since we were 5.5 dogs, and I already told you guys, I feel like we get down early in the beginning of this game. So I expect it to be more than 5. I have 31-21, but I think 10 points is a little too much. So I'm gonna make it 31-24. Baylor will win this game.
31-24. Yeah. It's hard to pick Texas in a spot like this. They
have so much more to play for than us.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what it comes down to, I think.
They're still playing for a New York, like, they're getting ready for the conference championship against OU, a rematch to avenge their heartbreaking loss. So, and they got the big daddy New York Yankees coming to town, Texas Longhorns from down the road. So, they'll be hyped up for it. It's going to be a sellout crowd. They're going to be just as hyped up for this game as they were last week against Oklahoma. I don't think we're ready to handle that. I think Tom Herman is just kind of reeling this season, and the players are too as a result of that. So, yeah, I think Baylor wins this game kind of convincingly. I think we make some plays in the second half to keep it kind of interesting, but I think at the end we lose by like 14 points. So I got Baylor like 35-24, maybe 11-point game. Yeah, I think they cover.
Are we all going to pick Baylor here? Dang, this
smart,
is the
man.
first on this show. Yeah, I'm picking
Tom Herman has failed us.
Yeah, I I mean, same sentiments as y'all. Everything that y'all said, nothing would shock me here. I do think it'll be closer than like a 14 or even a 10-point game. Ironically, I picked 35-31 Iowa State for the last game. That was my prediction. I'm keeping that same score for the Baylor game because I don't know, this game kind of strikes me as a game that's going to go down something like that with a 4-point game. I do think it'll close. I do think our guys will play hard for some reason. It seems to go against logic to think that they would, but I don't know. They do seem disappointed, and our players do seem, I don't know, somewhat bought in and together in a way. Am I being crazy when I say that? But but then again, Baylor has every reason to come out more motivated. They have a tangible reason for the Big 12 championship. They're going to be motivated and pissed. Home field, sellout crowd, the big New York Yankees type team that they have the opportunity. They smell blood, so they're going to take advantage of it. Yeah. All we have is just, all we're playing for at this point is our pride. Which has long been gone.
This one's for pride, boys.
It's for our dignity.
So I have Baylor 35-31.
I want to make a quick comment there before we go into locks. This game, if we win this game, it'll be really big, not for this season, but for next season. Because if you win this game, it puts you at 7-4, and then you get Tech at home, which we should win. Fingers crossed, but nothing's guaranteed. That could put us at 8-4, and then you go out and get a better bowl against a better team, and you get extra practices, which is we're getting those either way. But then you go win that, it gives you a great opportunity to end the season with great momentum going in to the following season. And next season is the season that we've been talking about for a while. Everybody's back, besides like a few seniors, and Sam's back. Schedule's a little bit better set up besides at Baton Rouge, LSU, but this would be huge for just kind of righting the ship of just the whole trajectory of the program. It's kind of fading right now. But if you win this game, puts you in a position to end the season strong and really carry us into next season where the stars should align and we should have a really good team next season. So
it's insanely important, especially for recruiting too.
Oh yeah, the perception.
Right now we're on a very slippery slope, and losing to Baylor certainly would just add to that mess of, I don't know. We should all be terrified of LSU. They have awoken, and that always was a place that got big recruits alone just because of the culture. But now that they're actually winning and have a winning formula, now we're really in a world of trouble. I'm not even concerned about A&M. I'm just concerned about LSU.
Why does LSU have to become some behemoth? The 2 years we play them, they've been literally the Michigan Wolverines the last 15 years, ever since 2011, really. The last 8 years, they've been just pretenders, a team that you could easily scheme up and beat. And then we get them on a schedule, and they're just gods now. Of course,
untouchable.
Of course,
they're all fighting for the same players, and
Edo's got
Coach
it.
O, man,
he's got it cooking.
He's just cooking up some gumbo up there in Baton Rouge. He's just.
It's hard. I'd want to play for Coach O. That's the guy you want to play for.
Yeah,
hell yeah.
He's a player's coach for sure.
And so hopefully we can keep him out of Texas. Stealing our recruits. For the most part.
Nah, he's coming to Texas.
But they're not you know what I'm saying. OU comes to Texas more than LSU does. They got a good crop in Louisiana, and they're loyal to LSU in Louisiana. So. So, like you said, recruiting is just really important, and the perception of winning this game would go a long ways with how dim it's looked in the last few weeks. So,
All right, moving on to Week 12. We're picking a couple games, correct?
Yeah, just a few. We're going to start off with College Game Day, Penn State at Ohio State. I'm tired of picking these Ohio State games because we all know the outcome.
Yeah. Might even have this.
Ohio State.
Ohio State was easy dub.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
They're so good.
I know. Penn State, Ohio State, I feel like the past few years it's been very, very close. It comes down to the wire every single time. looking at the way Penn State looked against Minnesota, though.
Yeah, they got exposed.
Yeah, a little bit there. I'll take Ohio State. I don't think they'll blow them out or anything. I think it'll be another close one, but Ohio State will pull this one out.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
That's easy.
All right, the next game, A&M plays Georgia for the first time since they've joined the SEC. It was been like 9 years, something like that. SEC is the scheduling is whack. They don't play each other. We played Georgia before A&M did. So A&M's traveling to Athens, take on the Bulldogs, who are kind of peaking right now, getting ready for that playoff push. They control their own destiny. So I would imagine Georgia's really locked in, and their defense is firing at all cylinders right now. So A&M believes they can win this game. My brother, he's an Aggie. He's been like, no, we're going to beat Georgia. Maybe LSU too. So let's see.
Nah, man, straight up, no. Georgia wins this game. A&M's probably gonna end with two losses back to back. And I don't know what else particularly want to say that about them. Kellen Mond seems to shrink in big games, and I think Georgia does enough on offense despite the game manager. So yeah, I'm gonna do Georgia. Handsome game manager, but yeah, Georgia for sure.
Yeah, A&M has now beaten a team that is even close to 500 all season, and they built up some confidence against like the directional schools of whatever they play, and then the Mississippi schools in South Carolina, who's terrible. So they're gonna get kind of a wake up call against Georgia, and Georgia's gonna be locked in for that playoff spot. So Georgia wins this one. I would say it might be a close game. I can see A&M making it interesting, but at the end, Georgia wins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A&M barely beat Arkansas, so Georgia's going to win this game.
Amen.
Yeah. All right. I just threw this one on here just to add a third game, kind of a Big 12, just kind of like that second or third tier. It's a good. It's like I don't know who's going to win.
Yeah.
K-State
feels like a pick 'em.
travels to Lubbock, take on the Red Raiders.
Yeah.
Both these teams are kind of really. They're
Sneaky,
coming off
bro.
tough losses.
Yeah.
Kansas State lost to West Virginia at home, which
Is
is
it at Tech?
At Tech.
it's at Tech. Tech just lost to TCU.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jet Duffy's kind of cooking a little bit.
Jet Duffy made me eat my words in the beginning of the season,
Yeah.
so maybe I should trust him a little
more.
bit. Yeah, maybe I should trust him a little more. I like Tech in this game a little more than K-State, especially being at home in Lubbock. I feel like they need to win more than K-State does, so I'll go Tech in this.
Yeah, K-State's already clinched their bowl game, I think.
Yeah.
And Tech needs to win out, including a victory over us next week. So I think Tech gets it done out of necessity. So Tech wins this one in a close game.
This is too close of a game for me to pick Tech as well, and I solidly go Tech, even though I kind of want to. So I'm just on that standalone. I'll go with K-State.
Yeah, we need to get one in there because it's a coin flip.
Yeah. I mean, it's really a coin flip game. I would say that Tech needs it more though, and probably will get this win. But Kansas State has every reason to win too. So
Yeah, they got a good coach. They'll bounce back after the loss. All right, so those are the only games we're going to pick this week. We can do locks and then get out of here. All right, we're going to go into our locks before we get out. Matt Madrid is struggling.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it real with you real quick. Don't listen to anything I say. I really I really didn't want to pick anyone this week. I mean, last week I picked Ohio State to cover against Rutgers. I thought that'd be a slam dunk. That wasn't a slam dunk. But they told me to get back out there and keep trying, so I'm gonna try one more time. So I'm gonna pick against Rutgers again, but Michigan State will beat Rutgers by 20 points. I think it's possible. I was looking at all Rutgers games. Every time they play a big team, they lose by at least 25. So Illinois beat them by 28.
Is Michigan State a big team? Illinois beat Michigan State.
Yeah, but I don't know, man. Honestly, at this point, you know more than me.
Do it.
No, but I'm gonna do it though.
Yeah.
But do you see Michigan State losing to Rutgers?
No, of course not.
Exactly.
No, honestly,
Covering?
if I had to pick a side, I would pick your side, but I would stay away from this game.
I'd stay away.
Nah, I'm going into
But
it.
he's all in.
Yeah.
You're the embodiment of Texas
Spartans-
right now.
Spartans
You started
by
off-
21.
You started
Let's
off
go.
so
No, I could see Michigan State winning this game by 50, honestly. So
I don't say
Let's
that.
do it. All right, my two picks. We got LSU's playing Arkansas, and the line is 43.5. It's in Baton Rouge, I think. But that is a lot of points. Not for LSU's offense to score. They're going to put up those points. But their defense is going to give up at least 21 points. It's not very good. So
their defense has been more suspect.
It's been really bad. They give 37 to Ole Miss. Yeah. So
bad.
I guess they're doing that Big 12 thing now where you have a great offense. The defense doesn't need to be elite. So they're all just kind of chilling. So I think Arkansas covers, maybe a backdoor cover, hopefully. Just 43.5 is a lot, and I don't think LSU quite covers that, but they're still going to win by like 40, 39, whatever.
Good pick.
And then the other game I'm going to pick is OU against TCU, and it's in Norman, and it's OU minus 18. I don't feel great about this game because TCU's kind of been picking it up a little bit recently. Max Duggan, Jalen Reagor, they've been balling a little bit. They beat Tech on the road. But I think OU needs to win. It needs to win emphatically with style points to prove a point to the committee that they should be considered for that fourth spot. So I think because of that, OU puts it on them and like plays their starters late in the fourth quarter too, even if they're winning big, to kind of just prove a point to the committee. So I think OU covers minus 18. They won by more than 3 scores, or at least 3 scores. And yeah, that's it.
How did you do last week?
I went 2-0.
Hey!
18-8 on the season.
Back on the winning side. Yeah, I went 2-1. So both of you,
We did
we're
good.
turning the ship around. You know, I mean,
We're begging this man to carry his weight.
I know, bro. Please, bro.
You just need
Please,
that.
bro.
You gotta go 1-0.
I'm here for the ride, man.
Let me update.
Man.
So Matt's 8-15 on the season. It's not-
15.
All I had to do is 1 week. I had to pick 8 teams, and they all got a hit, and I'm back.
yeah, you're in the money again.
Yeah.
And then I'm 18-8, which is I'm kind of surprised. That's crazy.
that's
That's
good.
pretty cool.
That's really
Damn.
good.
And then you're exactly 15-15.
I'm
Damn.
500.
So
I'll take it.
you haven't
Not
lost
gaining
any
money, not losing money.
You're gonna finish strong and win some
just
money.
having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went 2-1 last week. Doing my 3 picks per usual. Kind of my signature, even though I don't always hit. At least it's 3. So Oregon is a 16-point favorite at Arizona State. Arizona State always kinds of, they play some teams close, and I don't know. Oregon has every reason to just dominate this game, and I know that they're trying to get into the playoff. But I don't know. I'm going with the under for that. I just got a gut feeling that Arizona State's going to keep this game close. I don't think they'll win, but I do think that they will cover the 16-point spread. Memphis is a 14-point favorite at USF. Charlie and his boys are not a good bunch.
No.
Not a good bunch. And Memphis is a good bunch. So 14 points, I think that's insulting. They're going to cover. And then my third is Kansas at Iowa State. Iowa State's a 23-point favorite, which, is that surprising to y'all or not really? Like, am I missing something with Kansas?
know.
I feel like they should, because Kansas can put up points.
They just got blown out by Oklahoma State by like 30.
Yeah.
So I think they're thinking
They're
that
on the downward spiral.
because people were thinking that last week with Oklahoma State, like Oklahoma State might keep it close with Kansas. So
Yeah.
and then they did not. Kansas struggled. So I think that's kind of the logic behind it. And then Iowa State's riding high after that win, and that offense is elite. So
Yeah. I don't care. I'm picking the under.
Nice.
Kansas gonna.
yeah, 24.5 is still a lot. I would be on your side, but I could see Iowa State blowing them out too. So
Yeah. So
yeah.
those are our locks for the week. As we said in the other episode, the Iowa State. Let us know what you guys think of this new format. We got the new intro. We got the new outro. We're breaking up the show a bit. We're playing around with things. Even though we're kind of in a point where in the season it's almost over and Texas football has kind of lost its luster. We're giving the show a little bit of luster, you know. So, you know,
Facts.
whatever we can do to brighten the mood and add some hype and some juice to what's left of this juiceless season that's been juiced up. Now all you got is a bunch of pulp. Yeah, we're doing that. So comment below. Let us know what your thoughts. subscribe. As
Don't
we've
forget to
said multiple
subscribe.
times, very important. But yeah, y'all have a good week.
Real quick, I'm changing my pick. Texas is winning this game 27-24.
Why?
I believe, I believe Cameron Dickman. So,
Oh yeah.
Welcome.
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 All right. See you guys.